Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Famous-ish. If you don't remember who you are, we are. You are. You're so excited. We were gone a week, by the way.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Yeah. You're so excited.
It's hard to do a podcast when they're freaking working on
Well, yes. So we've had a few things. And then also, I feel like I've kind of been in hiding since the roast. Mm-hmm. And also, one other thing happened that I feel kind of like bad about April Fool's Day. So we haven't done a whole podcast since April Fool's Day.
Yeah, March 31st.
That was our last one. Okay, so we haven't done a podcast since April Fool's. It's been a couple weeks, and I think we still have some people kind of curious if the April Fool's joke was real or fake or what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should probably call Camdyn.
We should probably, yeah. Camdyn's not here. Camdyn's on the Zoom podcast or whatever.
Hi, guys.
She's going in remote. She's in her cool new apartment, working on getting it furnished. That's why we've just been so busy.
Freaking lights everywhere. It's like a nightclub.
Yeah. But no. That was the April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was believable for 1 second.
Nope.
April Fools.
I did not think anyone would believe it. It was kind of a last minute thing, the idea, because we had such a good thing last year. It was such a good joke last year that so many people fell for.
It was so good that people still are believing it.
Exactly.
Like if they don't listen to this episode, they're still gonna I still get messages like, "How are you holding up?" You know?
Oh,
like,
so for those who weren't privy, I guess, to the Instagram, don't play along.
I tell them.
So Wayne posted a story just the day before April Fool's. We found a random moving truck. And Camdyn took a picture next to a moving truck holding up some keys saying, "Moving day, guys. I finally did it. Got my own place." And Wayne posed with her and made a sad face or whatever. And so he posted those on his Instagram on April Fool's Day and said, a long thing. It was like, what did you say? Do you have your caption? Your caption was like...
Some people didn't believe it because the keys were wrong.
Well,
like that one Pinsky keychain.
Yeah.
And some people actually, I thought it was pretty funny, thought it was a green screen.
Ooh.
They actually thought you were standing in front of a green screen.
We made the caption. We did this. We thought if we weren't such lazy people, we really had good ideas. Like we looked up open houses in our area, like apartment tours or open house tours, like that we could have gone to that day, and she could have filmed around in an empty kitchen and said, stuff like that.
Yeah, we were going to waste the real estate agent's time.
No, they don't care. Cookies. They're just sitting there. Oh, you were going to eat their cookies. But we're just lazy, and so we didn't do it. But man, that would have been epic.
Mm-hmm.
Says, well, it's the end of an era. Today, Cam got the keys to her own place. She's really all grown up now and ready to take on the world all on her own. I know you can do it, kid. You've worked hard for this. Good luck out there. I'll definitely be stopping by to tell you dad jokes. You can't get rid of me that easily.
See, that's a believable caption in a way.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good caption.
Good.
And Camdyn posed. We actually had the moving truck. Kind of believable.
Yeah.
And pretty busy, so we weren't like posting as much. Then Camdyn reshared it on her Instagram story and said, "Oh, big news, guys. This is what I'm doing today."
Yep.
And what were the responses like to this whole ordeal? I'm so surprised that everyone's like, "Nah, what the hell, guys? We're not believing this. Camdyn could never live on her own."
I do have some of those.
You have some of those? So
I've seen her cook. She wouldn't survive.
She wouldn't survive. Camdyn would definitely.
Have you guys ever heard of Grubhub? Come on. She's got money. Trust me. I promise you the delivery guy will be there every single day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's how I would live.
Camdyn would just be like...
Sushi truck.
Having her friends over to cook for her or ordering Postmates or whatever.
But ordering food would be part of it.
Yeah.
That's so fun to do.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's fun.
Especially when you're first moving in, you definitely get delivery food.
Yeah,
all the time. You find the best delivery Chinese near you. You find the best pizza place near you. Yeah. You definitely get all the delivery food when you first move. Back in the day,
you would go rent a freaking movie at Blockbuster,
Yeah.
Crescent your apartment, watching a movie, eating good food. And you could do it
Crescent? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Christen? Is it Christen?
Crescent.
Crescent?
Croissant.
You make crescent rolls. Pillsbury crescent rolls.
Crescent rolls in your new apartment.
The first thing everyone bakes is crescents. They crescent their apartment. I need to look up and see if that's actually a word that I don't know. I thought it was christen.
I have this.
I thought christen meant like christen your apartment. I thought meant like do like other things in it.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so what were the responses?
There are Crescent Apartments.
Okay.
That's the name of an apartment complex.
You crescent your apartment. It would smell good. I like the smell of crescent rolls.
Crescent, damn it. I heard it in a movie, so it had to be right.
Crescent.
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 Crescent! That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I like Crescent.
Camden's face. Camden's like, why didn't I move?
This is why I really want to get on a reality show.
Yes.
So I could be like, yeah, and then I love this new hotel they gave me. I really just wanted to get some food and Crescent everything in. And
Crescent and all.
What did he say?
There it is. You watch those shows. You
Crescent?
watch the shows like Big
Crescent?
Brother, especially like watching the live feeds. They don't edit out their totally stupid things, and they say dumb stuff like fake words all the time.
Oh, I'd be all over that.
Yeah, they
It would
say
be
things
this
like
guy
orientated.
did not get past the 3rd grade.
Oh my God, orientated.
You're family
Start calling him
orientated.
Wayne
I
Madison.
hate the orientated.
Were you going to read us some of your responses in that post?
Wayne Madison. Someone said,
Okay.
and I don't take this as a compliment necessarily.
Ooh.
I thought that was Logan Paul next to her.
They're coming with the roast. That was one of the roasts too. I need to look at an updated picture of Logan Paul, by the way, because in my mind Logan Paul doesn't look like that.
An anorexic Logan Paul, maybe.
Anorexic?
Like, Logan Paul
You don't
is,
look
like, super
anorexic, Ben.
strong, and
You don't look anorexic, but I don't know what Logan Paul looks like.
I guess that joke doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
It did when I was like 20.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was Logan Paul standing next to you? It's out there wondering what he's going to tell dad jokes to Cam.
Another one.
No,
Same one.
I
Okay.
didn't get to read it. Yeah. And then, a lot of people are actually just congratulating Cam. Enjoy your new place. I can't believe it.
Yep, that's how mine were.
You got responses that were like that too. Mm-hmm. And then you got responses from people that know you in real life, like, have me over, when's the party? Or, oh my God, you got your place. Oh my God. Like stuff like that.
People
right?
are like, I'm moving too.
Oh my gosh, people were ready to come over and party. Some people, I can't believe people believed it. I really can't. I just thought it was such a phone-in April Fool's joke.
And then I had other friends literally being like, shut up.
Oh, you had other friends like,
Shut
nah,
up.
stop. Because you had friends that fell for your stuff last year that then they weren't going to
They
fall
were really
again.
genuinely mad when it
A
was.
lot of people were confused. I don't think I should have posted that video about you believing in Santa at 15 because people are seeing it and thinking you're actually 15. People still think you're 14 years old.
Yeah, I know.
15 years old. So they're like, there's no way this can be real.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Then people realize you're 17.
Admittedly, you're 17, which still would be odd to move out, but she is making her own money and doing her own,
In this
stuff like
family,
that. So
yes. But I moved out when I was that.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying most people at least wait till they're 18. But
Ain't she 14?
But when you're self-employed and
Nice
she's
try,
doing her own
guys.
thing, people might be like, hey, she's doing it for herself.
Yes. And a lot of people said that I asked suggestions like what I should do to keep K-Cam going. A lot of people said FaceTime her. Speaking as that with kiddos away at college, they love it when you stop by unannounced.
They were really in
To tell dad
they did not
jokes.
want the dad jokes to end.
It was a very popular post.
So then Camdyn, about midday, like we let it go on until like the afternoon, like 4 o'clock. And then Camdyn posted on her story. She said, what did you post?
No, actually, I forgot it was April Fool's Day, and I posted on my normal TV Animal Crossing Villager.
Yes, Camdyn forgot she was supposed to be pretending like she was packing all day and doing stuff. And she's posting
Animal Crossing.
herself playing Animal Crossing
And
in
I
her
was like, guys, should I take this villager?
with her fairy lights and her same background. But people didn't catch on.
No, and it's really funny because I went live the other day, and they were like, how's your new apartment? And I was like,
You guys.
have you never been in one of my live streams ever? Like, have you never watched any of my videos ever? Doesn't look
That's
a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying.
familiar.
People are still falling for it.
Like,
So after all that, in the afternoon, you posted a video basically saying what? Saying, oh my gosh, so many of you guys have been asking. What did you say?
so many of you guys have been asking about my new apartment and like about the furniture I'm going to put in it, so I made a wish list.
Yeah, if I had a wish list. People were asking if they could send housewarming gifts.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
here's a link to my wish list.
Here's a link to my Yeah, apartment wish list.
Yeah,
And
since
the
you've been
link
asking.
Literally brought you to an April Fool's Day.
Yeah, the link brought them to a calendar that said today is April Fool's Day. Basically, what day is today type calendar on the internet. And then you still had people messaging going, the link isn't working. I can't find it.
Responded, hey, the link is broken. One person was like, hey, I'm sorry. Can you send me the link again or tell me what you wanted because this is broken, and screenshotted it and showed me it.
They screenshotted it saying April 1st. I love you people. You're so kind. They truly wanted to help you out, Camdyn. I truly think when the time comes, these people want to make sure that you're set and ready to take on the world. They wanted so bad to give you a housewarming gift.
I know.
They didn't get it, and you weren't asking for anything, you know, like normal influencers. You weren't saying, buy me this off my, it was a part of the joke. Oh, but so for anyone still listening, Camdyn has not moved out. You're still here, right, Cam?
Yep.
Do you have any current plans on leaving?
Nope.
Cam has no current plans on leaving, so
she's gonna be here till she's 30, man.
She is. We're just giving the house to her. And then we're doing the thing. We're gone.
Cam lives
we're
on.
out of here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the plan is Camdyn stays. The next April Fool's joke will be Mom and Dad are gone.
Yeah.
We left her.
We'll change the series and you take care
but
of the
house.
But
it won't be an April Fool's joke.
No, it won't be. Camdyn's like, no, but it's like, seriously, leave.
You'll be fine.
I
you
can
can
do
up
it.
here.
I mean, I have to have someone take care of my plants while I'm off naturing. Exactly. And Wayne needs someone to take care of everything else while he's off influencing. Mm-hmm. Wayne's desire to be a famous influencer. And my desire to be a hermit. We don't mesh well together, but I guess we do kind of in a way.
Figure out how to make that work.
We will have to figure out how to make that work.
5950 said something.
Okay.
Is she taking the cats? Because then you just have to rename one cat Cam.
Oh.
And then Hey Cam lives on.
That's why Camdyn...
Opie is now Cam.
Honestly, I'm so surprised people would say Camdyn would never leave the cats. Camdyn would never leave the cats.
That would be hard.
It would be too difficult. Like, we can't... We're all so attached to the cats that there's no way Camdyn would leave any one of these cats. So...
That's true.
That would be hard. She would be. She would be visiting a lot. I almost thought, if we had this cool apartment that we did an open house, like we found a really nice house, open house, you could have pretended it was an LA apartment. Like you could have put LA as a location sticker and like pretended like you moved to LA to like pursue your dream.
I think realistically, the place, like if, I don't know when I'd move out, but it'd be in Vegas. Yeah. So I could see the cats. It'd be like, I want one of those nice glass apartments in the middle of nowhere.
They have some great loft apartments and really good condos, Cam.
Like, I want those ones right in the middle of nowhere. Like, in the mountain, but you can also really easily drive out to, like, Red Rock.
I know. I wouldn't mind, like, the Twilight. Let me talk about Twilight, but the Twilight Cullen house that's in the middle of the forest.
No, that house is so cool,
like, with all the glass windows.
No, that house is actually, like, a mansion, though. That's actually too much.
If you actually went apartment hunting and, like, saw the apartment and went and visited the apartments, you might have a change, too.
They're fun.
Like, right, man, maybe I can do this.
You could do it, but...
Only in Vegas.
But it's also really nice to have a house with a backyard. Apartments are different. You don't have a backyard. You have like a balcony. If you have noisy, we were thinking about that today. So we've had people doing the roof, and that's one of the reasons why Wayne hasn't been able to go live. Camdyn hasn't been able to make videos or do anything. They're stomping on the roof for hours at a time.
Yeah, and dropping stuff off.
Yeah, like it literally made our ceiling shake so much that Camdyn's smoke detector fell off the ceiling.
Yeah. Yesterday was like a final destination. If I would have been outside standing in that spot, I would have got decapitated.
Exactly.
Because this sharp, long metal piece just flew off of the roof because of the wind. And it literally would have been like a...
Yeah, it would have been bad. Yeah. So I can definitely give suggestions. If you're ever getting your roof done, I mean, most people are gone during the day, I assume, like working or at school. But we're at home. Like, we work from home. Camdyn does school from home. But be gone. Plan on taking your vacation. Plan on like going and doing something all day long because it's miserable. Except our cats would have been miserable without us here.
It's loud.
Our cats needed their emotional support from us. They hated it so much.
If I can hear it, it's loud.
Yes. It's terribly loud.
And stuff's getting knocked over. And there's like debris flying around in our nice garden.
Yeah. We're going to have to do some major cleaning. Cacti. Anyway, so that's what's been going on here.
John Renamaki said something that's kind of funny. What's the monthly rent on that Penske? That's going to get crowded pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You might want to consider some alternatives.
Or what?
So basically,
they're thinking of living in the back. I've seen people convert the moving vans. They buy a moving van, whatever, that they're getting rid of, and they convert it into a living space.
I would do that with a school bus. Those school buses that people do that with is really
They're
cool.
very cool, but it's way harder to drive a school bus. I want to do a place where you can go on dirt roads. School buses are a little hard to drive on the back roads.
Why don't we just get a school bus, got it, make it look really cool, put it in the backyard, and piece them out.
You're just going to live in the backyard.
That's going to be my little studio.
I don't think a school bus might fit.
School bus?
A school bus.
I'll give you this cardboard box. This is
As someone
litter
who
robot
has
cardboard
been
box.
in a school bus, trust me, you don't want to live in a school bus.
Yeah, it's going to be too hot. It's going to be like a little bakery box out there in the Vegas
They're
sun.
also tiny.
A school bus isn't tiny. No, it's not.
Huge.
It's big. If we gutted all the seats, you make them look real nice.
Oh, maybe.
School bus is as big as our living room.
It's as big as our whole house.
It's about a school bus right here, man.
Really?
I would walk to the back like where I used to sit. It's about right there, our kitchen table.
You were always the back of the bus,
No way.
Yes. The kind of bad kid sat in the back.
Yeah, I know. God,
I slept.
You were a bad kid in the back.
I got picked up in the country, so I would how I am half awake.
Yeah.
I can go back to sleep, so I would walk to the back of the bus, put on my Discman, and just pass
Did
out.
your back seat of the bus have the full back seat? Ours did. Our older ones literally had it where it went all the way across in the back.
The whole entire thing was
Yeah,
one seat? No,
the
it was
one
two.
very back row was one seat. So
Oh.
yeah, you could sleep on that.
That
back
I
one.
didn't have one of those.
Yeah, it was like the slightly older buses, the ones with the short seats.
The limo bus.
Did you ever? No, it's the older ones with the shorter seats.
I've
had
had
a
those.
back. Yeah.
No, we just had the normal seats. Or I would do my homework.
What? I
You're on
don't
the back of the
believe
bus,
it.
and you're like, try to get the homework done before it got to
He
school.
never did it at home. He did it in the bus.
Finish my homework, shall I say, instead of,
So yeah, we apologize for the late follow-up to the April Fool's joke, and we apologize for being a little bit MIA. We're still trying to get back into the podcast.
Yeah,
whatever.
Gotta get back in the groove after something like that.
Yeah,
your daughter
after
moves
all
out,
that.
it's heart-wrenching.
Exactly.
Get back in the groove.
I feel like I'm slightly, use it as an excuse, even though it never actually happened. Oh yeah, we've just been totally busy.
These guys on
totally
the roof
busy
are
with
throwing me
everything.
off.
They are throwing me
They're
off.
throwing me off
The
on my
guys on
day.
the roof are making me insane.
We had the outside cat, Charlie. He never stays in longer than 20 minutes. He was in almost all day.
Yeah,
Vegas.
he
didn't
was
wanna go back
terrified.
out. I don't blame him.
Our poor cats. Our poor
And
animals.
our cats are scared to death underneath the bed, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think it's one more day. Right now, by the way,
we've got 2 more days.
our house is so ugly right now.
It's bad. We literally have a plywood roof.
But I saw that the neighbor's house looks really good, so that'll be us tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we got to get the paper down and the shingles, so I think it might be a 2-day thing, babe.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But the loudest part is the ripping off, I think.
I hope it doesn't get much worse than that, but well, that is what's been going on here. So this past week, let's see, a few other things happened. Like in Vegas, I'm sure if you possibly have heard about the BTS concerts that were in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And Camdyn was kind of upset about missing it.
Yeah.
In a normal world, she would have definitely been there. But she is planning on going to the BTS photo pop-up shop and things like this. So that's a thing she's going to get to do. It's spring break here, by the way.
You're more upset about missing BTS than Weezer?
Yeah, I think so.
definitely.
Because Weezer is easier to get a ticket to or find a ticket
Also,
to.
Weezier.
Yeah, Weezier.
also, BTS is a performance.
Yeah.
Weezer is just some guys singing.
Weezer's an experience. It said I saw Weezer, and they've been around for 30 years almost now, 25 years, so they're going to be around still doing. And
Weezer
the thing
perform,
about
though.
Weezer is it's going to get cheaper and cheaper. 10 years from now, you'll be able to see Weezer for $15.
Here's a free plug. When you're 21, Cam, we'll all go see the Spasmatics.
Oh yeah, they're
Which is
fun.
an amazing
Are they still in Vegas?
80s cover band, yes. And they've
Can you imagine
they've
how
moved-
old they're going to be
moved
when
up.
they're 21? When she's 21?
They're getting older, man.
I know. By the time she's 21, maybe they'll be back down to the Suncoast level of performance. But so Camdyn was a little upset about that. But Wayne, was there any big events that you wanted to go to growing up that you missed out on? No.
I don't think so.
I've told this one before about when my
concert?
friend went to the REM concert and I was still in high school and I wasn't allowed to go.
Aw.
Like, yeah, that's like missing out on BTS, Cam. Me missing out on REM was like
Yeah.
me missing out on BTS.
Because
Yeah.
you're still in school.
Yeah, like I couldn't go. I think it was a weekday. It was like a Thursday or a Wednesday. It wasn't a Friday or Saturday. And it was, a few hours away. And I just couldn't go,
I was never big on concerts. Might be the
Well,
death thing.
yeah.
I was never big on concerts. I was always trying to...
I'm not big on concerts. BTS is different.
the jury's still out if I really truly like concerts. But I like being able to be like, I saw these people at one point. I'm not like, I'll follow them around forever. And I've had fun, cool concert experience. I have told you about Insane Clown Posse and Wesley Willis, but I feel like BTS is a different thing.
I'm not a concert kind of person, though.
No.
Like, if my friends just like, hey, you want to go to, like, whatever? I'm like, I don't know.
I think I'm more into, like, meeting people.
I'm literally just more into being under a rock. But back in the day, when I was younger, I enjoyed doing things a little bit more. But I think, so for Camdyn, like, the BTS type thing is going to be, like, the thing that a lot of her kids talk about. Like, I talked about going to M&M or things like this. It's going to be what they talk about. But I told Camdyn, this is what you do instead. You're making it. You'll definitely make enough money to buy yourself a BTS ticket. But I say you plan a trip to South Korea someday. You want to go there.
I want my first concert for BTS. I think it'd be a better experience if it was in Seoul.
Yeah, you
And
plan a trip to Seoul. You plan a trip to Tokyo where they're having a big concert.
I can go again and be like, that's such a different experience.
Yes. And that will be part of your thing. And it used to be like, I saw them here.
At Seoul.
Like, and there's things like I've gone
In Seoul.
like when I was in London, I went to a Broadway musical in London. I always remember that I saw Phantom of the Opera in London first before I saw it other places. And it was like my best memory.
Because it's going to be different. They're probably not going to focus on speaking English as much.
Exactly.
They're like not going to speak English.
So Camdyn, you will be able to have some insane experience. I know you will. It's not like it's for lack of whatever that you couldn't go.
And they're going to sell way more merch.
You're going to have the awesome merch that's from that specific tour and that specific place. So you'll be all good. Mm-hmm. But it just sucks. I know the feeling of missing out on stuff, but you won't always be missing out. I feel like I know you have experiences that lots of people have said, oh crap, I missed out on that. So it kind of all comes around.
Minecon, the last
Minecon, the last Minecon ever. I still get emails about my cape, my Minecon cape. So there's going to be things that you've done that other people didn't get to do. But I want to say sorry you couldn't go, but I'm glad you get to experience a little bit of it. So that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Also, next week, I guess we'll have another podcast before then, but Camdyn gets to go to prom. Did we mention this? We mentioned it a little bit, maybe?
A little bit.
And she tried on quite a few dresses.
Was there a choice?
And I think she landed on her choice. Yeah. And it is different from what people online thought that her choice should be, though it was
the last
close.
One they thought.
It was the last one they thought.
Was it one of the three?
Yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't one anyone wanted.
Some people want it. It is the sparkly one.
No one. Like 3 people out of
I will tell you,
100.
for people, the
one?
videos, in person, this dress is insane. Camdyn looks insane in person.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so cool, and it's, like, so striking in person, like, the sparkles and, like, the everything. Like, it's a cool dress. I do admit, though, the other one, the people that really liked it was your second choice, and you were kind of torn. But it's a lot harder to get around in.
I wasn't, though.
You weren't after doing it?
No, because I wore the first one that one day. I was like, wow, this is really pretty. And then I wore the second one, and then I was like, oh my god, this is really pretty. I don't know about the... And then I immediately put the first one on. I was like, no. No, this is
the white
it.
and gold one. That was the one everybody voted for.
Yeah.
White and gold.
Which made me dislike it.
Well, I was thinking we could keep it just in case you need it for another event or whatever, because it is a really pretty dress. But you also did think it was a lot harder to sit around in.
I don't like that it's like the conservative pretty girl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be hot.
Oh, I know you are. But it's also white, and we were a little concerned about that. And a little bit harder to get around in. So she'll have prom updates, I'm sure, where she does full photos. People were wondering, why isn't she posting these on her page?
I think we all want to see Gabe in a tux.
A powder blue tux with a cummerbund.
I don't think he wants a tux. Or I don't think he's gonna be able to get one, he said.
Well, okay, so what?
Well, he said he's just gonna wear his...
I could see him rocking like a tan suit. Kind of cool. He needs like a peach. Like a peachy blush.
A normal black suit.
Oh.
I don't
know. Then. It doesn't matter. Nope. No one will be looking at Gabe with Camdyn there.
I said...
I mean, that is true. People are looking at the girls on prom.
Oh my God.
The guys are all boring. They're all wearing black and white. It's all the same. That's why I hate the award show red carpet. The guys literally could show up wearing whatever and no one cares because they all look the same and boring. And all the girls are like, ooh, dissected every little bit of what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So that is exciting. We'll have an update on that as it gets closer. Camdyn's first prom. And basically only second dance she's ever gone to. Maybe we'll get people's prom stories for the next podcast to kind of scare you a little bit before it happens. I don't know. People's prom horror stories to warn you. What's your best prom good story or bad story? That'll be next week.
I don't.
Cam's like, I don't care. Nothing phases me.
I don't care.
Literally not excited, not unexcited, just existing.
Huh?
Exactly. Camdyn.
What?
I love Camdyn. She's just not typical. That's totally fine being not typical. I love it that you're not totally like, oh my God, I didn't get a promposal and I didn't get this and like we're not getting a limo and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
It was so funny. Gabe was like, "Oh, I have to get a corsage," and I was like, well, "What's that again?" And he was like, "It's the flower thing." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It was like, and then you gotta get, I forgot the name of it.
Boutonniere.
The other flower thing.
Boutonniere.
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, oh.
Camdyn's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Camdyn's not. Like, you would be so surprised. Like, Camdyn's not the typical...
No,
I mean, people wouldn't be
like
surprised if they know you, but...
My friends, like my girlfriends, they have like... They have Tumblr boards of like wedding ideas, prom ideas, and they've been planning them since middle school. And I'm like, was it corsage again? Yeah, I'm like telling Camdyn, you got to think a little bit about this. You know, what is going to happen here? How are you doing this? You know, I'm in the moment.
And Camdyn is just like, yeah, I know everything will work out. Camdyn's like an interesting person. She's very complex people here. People would look at her pictures on the internet, like if they're not looking at your stories.
She likes Starbucks.
If they're not looking at your stories, they're just looking at your picture grid. They just think you're like a girly girl, you know, Insta girl. Like, you're so not.
You look at my reels on my story and you're, God damn, this girl's annoying.
Yeah.
Can she like stop talking about
Camdyn is not like the other girls' hashtag. You know, like, I mean, she's basically that, but actually not ironically or not weirdly. She's just like this quirky person.
I don't know.
That's why everyone loves Camdyn. We'll give you updates on the prom front, though. Camdyn's like, no one likes me. Oh. We had a good Patreon live stream, and everyone loves you.
Yeah.
The patrons were like, oh, poor Camdyn has no friends. We'll be friends.
That's so sad.
And Camdyn's like, be my friend. Join this special group.
Yeah.
Wayne, anything new with you lately?
Nope.
Well, Wayne, I mean, okay, so...
I'm trying to write some music.
Oh.
It's coming out very slowly, because guess what? You might not believe this. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, you might not believe this based on the past history of Wayne Beller.
Inclined.
Oh, that's right. Wayne got a beat maker thingy. Mm-hmm. What's it called?
Yeah.
A beat pad.
Beat pad for those hip with it.
Pretty much got it.
Beat pad. Beat maker thingamajig.
Doesn't sound horrible.
It's kind of cool.
Plug into the laptop.
We need to bring it out here for the podcast so we can have sound effects.
Yes, exactly.
Can we like put on sound effects and we can have like laugh track, or you can put it. Some people do it where they make a random beat and then they have the other person do a little ditty to it, a little song to it.
A ditty.
Yeah, so you have a song and then they just keep jamming with the song and the music. Can we do that? That's next time.
Bring it on next time.
Next time, and then we'll put everyone on the spot. And then we have a beat, and everyone has to rap a verse. Well, I mean, I want to beat off a beat pad, not Wayne's mouth.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, but people want me to when I go live, we'll talk about like maybe doing the dad jokes into like very short songs. They're not even a song. It would just be like a 3 to 5 second dad joke with a beat. I'm still trying to figure out how to make that work. That's not easy.
You basically could do a whole bunch of dad jokes, kind of like spoken word poetry with a slight beat behind it, grooving.
Be like, there was a fire at the circus. It was intense.
Yeah. I guess so.
That's one.
And then what? Camdyn's face is like, oh my God.
My album?
I have to change my last name now, too?
I don't know. I'm getting like those awkward poetry snap places.
Yeah,
vibes.
that's what I'm saying. Like beat poetry. Like let's put a freaking turtleneck and a beret on him or whatever, and do it. That actually could be good with the long hair. His voice goes into that lower place. That's his voice.
The thing is, I have seen these type of things on
his voice is doing that slight low thing
it's
too.
It's not uncommon.
It's not uncommon.
The girl walked by. She had red hair.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I say do it. There's no harm in doing it. I really think
it's not like. Isn't it like?
I don't know. Who knows?
What?
This can be Wayne's OnlyFans. He's literally can just do these. He'll be leisurely lounging on the chaise lounge. He has a little blanket over him, but he's just seductively saying dad jokes.
Mark Rebelli. He's the loop daddy. But he's actually very good.
What was it?
He goes on tour.
There was a fire at the circus.
I don't know his last name, but
it was intense.
Doing it sexy?
Yeah.
There's a fire at the circus.
Exactly. Exactly. That's quality content, and there are people there that would eat that up, babe.
OnlyFans, here I come.
Exactly. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to jump the shark here, right?
I mean,
we need to find other forms of income.
Jump the shark.
Sharks are dangerous.
Yeah, jump the shark.
Yep.
Sharks are unpredictable.
Yeah, we're jumping it.
So is OnlyFans.
Exactly. I mean, come on. You're not above it. None of us are above it.
Oh, no.
I think you might have a market for it, babe. Because comedy can also be an OnlyFans thing. It's not all about whatever, but it's niche stuff. Some people teach people how to woodwork on OnlyFans.
I think you're onto something.
And not, actual wood.
You are onto something, so I need to start working out.
Yeah.
I need to get my body in shape.
You don't need to be a hot bod, babe. You don't have
to. My boxers.
You don't. I know, but no one cares. Some people could be into that type of body. It's a dad bod.
It was intense.
People are. You have to do the dad jokes with a dad bod.
Yeah.
You can't make people feel uncomfortable with a super ripped body.
I don't have a dad bod, nor do I have a good body.
I
have this weird ass.
You have a dad bod.
Not from this planet thing going on.
Oh, you really think you have alien belly?
I got my alien belly and an Audi, which makes it way worse. That's the button.
Don't make people feel self-conscious of their belly buttons. This is ridiculous. A ridiculous thing to be self-conscious about. Remember when people were getting their belly buttons removed? That was an actual cosmetic surgery you could get.
Be a Barbie?
Yeah. And people were editing out their belly buttons in pictures.
My sister told me that if I pushed it really hard, it would go back inside.
Oh, no.
So when I was 10, man, I remember her laughing her ass off at this, too. I was 11, 12 years old. Maybe I don't know how old I was. I pushed it really hard, man. It hurt. It was super red.
I need to apologize.
But it never went, inside. It's way more or less of an Audi than it was when I was a kid. But when I was a kid,
maybe it worked.
Huh?
Maybe it worked.
Maybe it did work.
It's just a gradual.
I need to apologize though. Whenever no one freaking thinks about their belly button until someone says belly button, and then you think about your belly button, and then oh my God,
who cares what your belly button looks like?
No, it's not about the looks. It's about the feel. Now that I've said belly button, stop,
Mom.
I'm glad I don't have any. To be honest with you, because you
cannot mention things.
I can't stick my finger in mine, so I'm happy about that.
No, yeah, Mom's like, don't say the word nose.
Don't make me think about anything.
That don't smell good. Don't give me that. Everybody smelled their belly button.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's
I don't think I've done that.
Wait.
Camdyn, make sure you're cleaning inside your belly button. It's just a thing. Yeah, Camdyn kind of has an Audi-ish too. She's got a signature. I think her doctor that when delivered her had a signature tie. He had a signature belly button tie. It wasn't an Innie and it wasn't an Audi. It was like a halfie.
I'm unique.
Yeah. Next time you see a bikini pic of Cam, you can zoom in on it.
You have an ootie.
Yeah, a new dowdy. But don't say belly button. I'm not kidding. We've triggered people, and I need to apologize. Some people will turn this off instantly.
Listen, if anybody hasn't told you this, I just want to let everybody know right now. You have a sexy ass belly button.
An ass belly button. That's called something else. You might want to get that checked out. That's hemorrhoids, honey.
What's an ass belly button? Is that a hemorrhoid?
Yes, it is.
You messed up my sexy moment.
I'm sorry.
You look so good.
I mean, all belly buttons are good belly buttons. Really? And all bodies are OnlyFans bodies, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You shouldn't worry about that.
I'm not self-conscious.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not.
Everyone loves you.
Never was.
Never was. Not even those tiny nipples. They shouldn't make you self-conscious at all. He's now lifted up his shirt twice. He showed his belly button. Now he's showing the nipples.
I mean, that's at least a quarter.
It
That's
is
not
not a quarter.
It's not. I showed my nipples on live on Instagram, and they were all like, "Whoa!"
And how unfair is that? None of us could show our nipples on Instagram. We'd get banned instantly.
Okay, so now can you imagine trying to self-pierce these little things?
No, that's what I said. That's an impossible thing.
Yeah, people that have pierced
You gotta
nipples
get a
probably
magnifying
have
glass
freaking
for
nipples.
that. Yes, they probably have nipples. Your
I have
nipples.
these tiny ass like.
You literally stab your heart if you pierce that nipple. Like, I'm not kidding. There's no way. It doesn't stick out at all. It's like I don't know.
The roast was last month.
Sorry.
God damn it.
I'm not roasting you. You're roasting yourself. I say you got a great bod.
I'm just kidding. I'm not,
I know you're not. I know you're not.
Let everybody know right now, for the record, I don't give a shit what she thinks about me or anybody else.
No, he doesn't, because he does this for a living. He doesn't care.
Like at the end of the day, it's night.
I don't care what people think about me, but I also am not giving them the chance to think about me.
That's
I am
that's a preview of one of my
invisible.
new songs.
What
It's kind of like a dad joke in itself. Hey, don't worry about what other people think about you. You know, just be yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's night.
You had another one too. Was that on the Patreon that you talked about your other song, where the shove it up your whatever, or was that on
Take the
liking?
negativity and shove it up your ass. Stick it up your ass. Stick it up your ass, not shove it. Shove it messes up my song. Stick it up your ass.
Why doesn't shove it?
I don't know. It just doesn't go.
Shove it feels like
Shove it feels better.
Yeah.
Shove it don't feel better. I think stick it.
What's with you and asses today?
You
Belly buttons and shoving things
Well,
up
you were
there.
the one that said ass belly button, and you were the one that said shove it up your ass. I didn't say either first.
they were all followers.
Stick it up your ass. I said stick it up your ass. Shove it up your ass works, I guess, better.
No, like Camdyn
Take
said,
the
it
negativity
doesn't.
and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, shove it up your ass.
Camden's gonna get
That's
dubbed.
another
Someone's
song.
gonna take Camden saying shove
Cam,
it
you
up
gonna
your
get in on
ass,
this
like a little
song?
baby voice.
Shove it up your ass.
Cam's
And
in
then
the
love,
background.
and
I don't give a shit what you think about me. Shove it up your ass. I don't give a shit what you think about me. What?
Wow.
That would
Okay.
be Cam in the background.
This podcast is PG-13 today, guys.
PG-13.
We're just a family podcast, but sometimes we go off the rails.
These are words that you can use on cable TV.
I don't
okay.
know if
There are three
family
words.
podcast.
Are we
The
not
S
family
word.
friendly?
That one balls episode was
Did we talk about balls?
Goddamn, bitch. and the
that
S
one
word.
balls.
I could
Balls.
probably say.
The balls episode.
Yeah, the balls episode
what
was
was the
not
balls
family oriented. That was
episode?
an
the
NC-17 episode.
pissing on guys in the shower.
What?
thing.
Oh, Wayne.
Naked and Afraid?
That was all you.
Yeah,
Balls
that
to the
was-
wall. It's
Wayne
always
talking
me.
about weird shower stuff.
Oh, and
You
cocks
can
on the rocks.
I'm a trailer park boy.
Okay, maybe we're not family friendly, but we are a friendly family.
We are a friendly family.
We are very friendly to all types
These
and
songs
kinds.
are not family friendly. These lyrics I'm writing are not family friendly.
The only thing that keeps Wayne from totally going off the rails is us saying no, don't do that.
no.
Don't post that on the internet. No one wants to hear you saying no.
That's true, and you're probably
So,
holding me back.
I'm holding
You're
you back.
holding me back. Imagine if someone did that to Eminem.
I know, but I
Eminem
don't
wouldn't
want
exist.
to get canceled by proximity.
I mean, nowadays Eminem would have been canceled if he was new. But
Yeah.
you know, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, okay, that was a tangent. Wayne is making beats. There you go. And eventually, when this all dies down and you guys don't watch his Instagram videos anymore, he's getting an OnlyFans. So there you go. And
there you
also, because I've talked about it so much, Wayne is, like I said, Wayne has to be on Worst Cooks in
You know
America.
what rhymes with tangent? Shove it up your ass.
Tangent. Tangent. Gent.
Tangent.
Scent. Can scent.
Man scent.
Hansen.
Man.
I was told I looked like Taylor Hansen.
Listening to Hansen.
I was told I looked like Taylor Hansen.
Bop do 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 bop.
Yeah. Bop. Bop. There we go. Now we just did a little beat. I do look like Taylor Hansen. Okay, so I said Wayne is going to be on Worst Cooks in America. Or I want him to be on Worst Cooks in America because he sucks at cooking.
I didn't get the call back.
He didn't get a call back yet, but because he just doesn't cook enough, I guess.
I mean, you never know.
I just need to cite this podcast. I've literally said it 50 times on how you suck.
Everybody needs to email Worst Cooks America and say, Wayne Butler needs to be on your show.
That's true. But
Wayne Butler needs to be on your show.
We also asked for other people's worst cook stories. Maybe you can steal some of these. Maybe you can steal some of these worst cook stories because no one will ever know. You can proxy these stories. Take them as your own. I'm sure people would give you permission.
You want me to make it up?
No, I'm just saying. Come on. Use this as inspiration. Yeah.
Kim, did you get a bunch of stories?
Somewhat, yeah.
Stories. I don't have any worst cook
Not
stories.
many.
I might have some worst cook stories, but
SZ Agala says, at a local pub, this is one of those restaurant
We asked, what is your worst cook story that you had, like a cooking disaster you had, or what's like the worst food you've ever been served by anyone, or a restaurant, or worst experience you had in general, like just in general restaurant cooking disaster stories.
Exactly. And they said at a local pub, they opened the ketchup and outpoured ketchup and ants.
What was it?
There were ants in their ketchup at a local pub.
That worries me. Those
It was an outside one.
And this is why you don't eat ketchup.
This is why you don't. Camden's now been affirmed. This is like her affirmation why she's never eaten ketchup.
Affirmation.
Ants can end up in ranch.
Honestly, you don't eat anything.
I don't really
anything
like
sweet.
condiments.
This is why, like at a pop dispenser or a sweet tea, like sweet tea will have it. Or like I've read about those. You know how your coffee maker has a sugar thing. You have a sugar pump. Like if you were to get an ant infestation, they could theoretically go to your little sugar syrup pump, and people have had that happen. They love things like Nutella. Ants. I freaking eat ants.
Yeah.
I hate ants.
Ants suck, especially in Vegas.
So an ant burger, I hope he got a replacement on his burger. Though ants supposedly have a nice vinegary taste. So they taste like pickles.
Yeah.
The ants would taste like pickles. And they have protein. So if you're
taste
looking for
worse than oatmeal cream
protein
pie.
added to your diet. What?
They taste worse than oatmeal cream pie than I'm sure they do in ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup would just be, I just don't think it'd be that bad in the ketchup.
I'm sure that I've eaten my share of bugs while we're camping and eating hamburgers and hot dogs.
You think?
You know those stupid gnats that fly around your face?
Yeah, but I don't think you've eaten that many.
I'm sure I have.
Why would you just opening your mouth like
They're
Kirby? He's doing a Kirby and just
They're
sucking them all in. He's like, I'm camping, guys. I'm roughing it.
Do you eat your food with your mouth closed?
I do eat my food with I only open my mouth to take a bite.
That's what I meant. And then when you open the mouth, like...
My mouth is not large, and it's not open extra. I'm pretty sure my mouth can't open much extra than hot dog
when it
plus
comes
hot dog
to
bun.
mouth and bugs. Like, I was walking down the street live streaming, and someone's like, "You just swallowed a bug," and I was like, "Yep." That's what I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, they attracted to me.
And he's not even like doing any preventative measures.
I don't.
I'm speaking. You know, it's not my fault.
Well, maybe
it's
shutting up. Maybe that is the solution. It's the solution to being quiet. Okay, so ants in the ketchup. I say overall, yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about it, but vinegar flavored.
Yeah. Salt instead of sugar in our pumpkin salad. Disgusting.
Ooh.
This is roasted JF.
Is that person's name?
Roast JF.
Okay, roast JF. Oh, no. That ruins the whole thing, too, because you can't undo the salt because it seeps into every single thing. Like, if it's in there, you can't even rinse it off, probably.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, wah. Ruined. Mm-hmm. Ruined.
My worst experience was when I worked at the mall. I was at lunch break, and I got a hamburger and french fries from this restaurant, and I took, like, a good size hamburger bite, as anybody would, and I put it down, and when I put it down, I noticed that there was mold on the bun.
Ooh.
And at that point, I lost my appetite.
We had a hamburger experience. Do you remember what place it was?
And I told them, and they were like, "Oh, making a new one." And I was like, "Don't worry about it. It's all good." Just,
you should have got it if you just didn't pay for it.
They made me a new one, but I was still like, what? I don't understand how it happened.
Well, stuff was bad.
It was one of those, cafe type joints at the mall that make everything, So of course, you never know. It was a food court.
We had a hamburger experience. I think it was my sister had this experience. We went to Planet Hollywood. I think it was in Washington, D.C. Planet Hollywood. Do you remember when those were super big, Planet Hollywood restaurants?
Talking about the Hawaiian burger place?
No, Planet Hollywood. Literally Planet Hollywood.
Oh, that was the
Planet Hollywood restaurant. Yeah, it was similar to Hard Rock Cafe.
Okay.
Ordered the burger, took a bite of her burger, and there was a tip of a plastic glove. Like a, hand latex glove.
Oh my God.
In it. Like this part, like down, about an inch and a half of it in the burger. Gross!
Sure it wasn't a condom?
It would have been very small. It was like a finger. I'm just saying. I mean, I could
Don't be offensive, Mom.
People could tell the difference.
That's very disrespectful.
Well, just for the sanity of someone, I'd rather have it be the tip of a glove than a freaking tiny condom.
Okay, now you gotta do your impression.
How would that
We
represent? That's
What?
offensive.
What?
He's making a joke.
What is
You totally Jada Pinkett Smith me. You were like, ha, wait a minute. No, I gotta go slap this dude.
Yeah, that's right.
You like my joke.
That's not good. No, I feel like mentally people can get over maybe a glove, but not something else. That's no.
So what happened? You sent it back?
I'm pretty sure
there's a glove in my burger?
I think they sent it back, and they probably just gave him the same burger, basically. You can't send back food and expect them to give it to you untainted. That's why I hate sending back food.
I have a hard time after sending food back. The movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds.
It's bad.
You will not send food back ever again. If you haven't seen that, Cam, you should watch it.
Here's a pretty good one. Okay, so my mom sent this one in, and it's about her parents, so my grandparents. They said they were once in charge of decorations for a church group party, but also the fried chicken. And they mixed up the plaster of Paris instead of flour. Plaster of Paris is literally like the stuff you use to make, I don't know, like sculpture, like hardened, like cement type stuff. Luckily, she says they caught it early, but they had to throw out all the chicken for the church thing. That would have been interesting. They could have had some modern art there. They would have had chicken sculpture. It would have been like a cool, like, cement chicken sculpture.
So what happened to, was it still edible?
No, they threw it out. They got rid of it. But no, it would have really, really not been good to eat.
Yeah, no.
It would have really been bad to eat.
That's not toxic.
Good thing. Otherwise, there would have been someone else writing it about this story, how the church chicken killed their grandma.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell I was eating in church at those damn potlucks. And now I think about it, I'm like, oh, man.
You still cite that as the best thing about church. You loved potlucks.
What's the best thing about church? You ever been to church? There's nothing else good about church but food. Potlucks and the tic-tac-toe.
Potlucks and the girls. He liked the girls.
And the girls.
I have one. And,
okay.
I think this is interesting to add on. After 60 minutes, raw food. After 30 minutes after complaining, raw food. We left without eating. Plot twist, they were at a sushi restaurant.
Oh, no! They didn't know the sushi came raw?
No, I'm saying what if it was a sushi restaurant?
I've been served raw.
They're just like, what is this? Why is the fish raw?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good. Yeah, I could see someone doing that as like a prank video.
No, like
sending it back.
No, like they go to a sushi place and they're just like, what? Why isn't it? Why is it?
I don't want it. They're only used to eating California rolls.
No, they're like they expected like cooked salmon or something. Like what? There's nothing. There's not even a sauce.
But I do commiserate because getting sent raw food is disgusting. And if it's chicken, they could kill you. Kenny's laughing. Wayne's laughing at Camdyn.
I'm thinking of a story.
What's the story?
I think what you're talking about is funny too, though. But
why are you crying?
I'm thinking of a story.
What is the story? Let us in on it.
I was thinking of like worst experiences. I was eating at Schlotsky's with my mom.
Okay,
and
he's
I
crying.
was like, when you like go like down to the end of the chair, Kim's looking at me because she knows what happens. I was like at the end of the chair. There's a full restaurant at Slotsky's. I was at the end of the chair, and I went down too far, and I literally just I fell completely off the chair. And like everybody,
what made you think of that?
In the restaurant was like, "Bro, you all right?" Like,
we're wondering the same thing currently.
Huh?
Are you all right, bro? Are you okay? You're crying.
You all right, bro? And then my mom was laughing. We were
cool story, bro.
Conversation.
I love that story.
He would make you a sandwich. I fell off my chair. It was embarrassing. All right. And then it reminded me of all the times I used to work with Romario. Whenever we'd do shows together, we'd go to like Chinese restaurants and stuff after work. He always did the pool chair thing on you.
Oh.
So I would have my full tray of food, and I'd be going to sit down, and he'd be like, and pull the tray
That
out.
was such an a-hole thing.
And I would just be like, Bob! But I put the tray down first before I
you...
Because
These are like 20-something-year-old men playing pranks on 30-something-year-old men.
It's fun.
Only Wayne would think it's fun.
It's fun. I did the same thing. We did it back and forth to each other.
Wayne, you were crying.
Little kids.
Wayne, normally that's me crying from laughing so hard. You've never laughed at anything I've said.
But you don't say anything funny.
No, I say lots of funny things. Dang you.
I cry laugh all the time. I was cry laughing last night to Trailer Park Boys.
Well, Trailer Park Boys are cry laugh worthy, but I'm concerned that if anyone watched the roast, people watched, Wayne posted a video up of the roast. I'm thinking, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to record our first podcast for these people. Wayne is a robot.
You had to have been there. That's what it was, the story. You had to have been there.
You had to be there, but you were there and didn't laugh.
You
were there. Well, that one, yeah, no.
The roast, I was waiting.
You were waiting for what?
I am the roastee.
I know, but you should
I do not need to reactions.
Okay, babe. If you're ever going to be on reality TV, you need good reactions. It's called the face person, and they always have it on. They cast that person on The Bachelor, and basically their whole job, like Justin on The Bachelor or these other people, their whole job is to be the face person. Like that's basically what they're known for.
It would be funny though. Imagine Dad on like reality TV. They'll be like, "You're fake. You're like so annoying. You don't do anything." And he's like,
he's just a robot.
I've seen those people on reality TV. Okay.
It's hard. I mean, would be good when the person's yelling at you, like trying to get a reaction, and you just sit there. Like that's what we always say they should do when someone's yelling. That they should just not give them anything and not give feedback.
I have seen every roast from Charlie Sheen to Roseanne, and they sit there and they laugh when they get roasted. They don't say anything.
I know
until the end.
But you didn't laugh.
Oh, you didn't laugh. Normally they're doing this. I can picture they're sitting at their table with their whatever, and they're doing like a little looking around, funny look. You're like,
they were
you were offended. Yeah. You looked offended and sad almost.
Either I was thinking of plotting my revenge, or I was laughing. There were times where I was laughing. I've seen it. This video is not.
I haven't watched the whole video, but watching it, I felt almost bad doing it.
Video.
I lived it. I was there. You were not reacting to it.
I laughed.
Inside.
The Ed Sheeran
laughing on the inside.
I posted. We both laughed. Whenever Camdyn laughed, I looked over and laughed. I laughed, cried.
You did not. You cried because it was you.
There was laughing involved.
Anyways, if you guys haven't seen it, you can weigh in on whether you think Wayne gave the appropriate roasty reactions, or if he literally was a robot.
I need to post the revenge.
Yes.
To make it look more like.
But I didn't follow.
I was there.
I didn't follow the rules. I guess I talked through your stuff. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I talked through everything.
Yeah.
I know. I'm annoying. Okay.
That's the difference.
We got off topic here.
Tide Life 2020 said burnt pizza. Okay, well, burnt pizza is better than normal pizza. So
burnt pizza is not. We ordered pizza once at this place. We were really, really hungry after going to last, and remember, and we got a restaurant. And we were waiting for our pizza, and it was burnt ass pizza. It's disgusting.
Burnt pizza is good.
No.
Yeah.
Wood fired, slightly burnt maybe, but no.
I don't know. I don't like pizza much, so burnt gives a little extra flavor.
Camdyn is just. I'm quirky.
No.
I like burnt pizza.
No, but it is. It just has more flavor.
I mean, that's right. They say brown equals flavor, so.
I think pizza's meh.
Pizza's man. You heard it here, guys. The big pizza's coming for us. We're never getting the pizza sponsorship. Pizza. I mean, if Big Pizza's not on your side, could you imagine that freaking psycho Papa John's guy coming for us? Oh, no.
I used to like his pizza.
Yeah, we haven't ordered Papa John's for a long time.
Their pizza.
Yeah, no.
But then everybody else got on board with the garlic sauce.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Really the only difference.
That's right. I have just the last time we got Papa John's was when the horrible house guest story.
Yeah.
I don't remember if anyone remembers that story.
We had a mouse in our house.
Yeah, we're that horrible house guest, and we got pizza crumb on the ground, and he asked for like a broom and then started cleaning our whole house. Yeah. Even though we cleaned it the whole day. That was the last time we had Papa John's.
OCD, yo. That was the last time.
Yeah. So I remember it. So it has bad memories attached all around.
Convention, but it was like whatever. Was that Diego Robles, the brownie one? I made brownies and they never finished. This reminds me of my cornbread. They were both burnt and not at the same time.
Okay. He had it too. You made cornbread. The outside was burnt. The inside was goo. Yeah. How did that happen? Your oven wasn't turned up extra.
Maybe that's what it is.
Do you think it was?
The oven wasn't high enough.
No, it was too high?
Or too high.
Must have been too high.
Too early.
Yeah, but the outside, if you would have taken it out later, would have been nasty, inedible.
You know you're a bad cook and people can't even explain how you
Yeah, exactly. It's like no one could replicate this badness.
How is that scientifically possible?
Yeah.
Bex! I made the worst meatloaf ever.
Oh, no. Dry.
Even I couldn't eat it.
What? Too much salt? Dry? I'm so curious.
There's no... Bex, we need more.
I can say maybe if it's way too salty... Or if it was just so overcooked and dry, that would be like cardboard. Because meatloaf can get dry if you overcook.
That's something I need to try. And your mom mentioned that too. I need to try meatloaf.
Yeah, you can make meatloaf.
Meatloaf and lasagna.
Yeah.
But too salty can definitely be inedible.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, if you cook it too long, is that what makes it dry?
Yeah, if you cook it too long or you don't add enough, if the bread is too dry or the meat's not fatty enough.
Christmas turkey.
Yeah. Oh, Bex, I'm sorry. Meatloaf's good, too.
Yeah. Tulsa Rob says, we made ham dogs.
Ham dogs?
Yeah, they're hamburgers shaped like hot dogs. They look like poop.
We've done it, too! Tulsa Rob, we've been in the same boat. When you run out of hamburger buns, and you still have hamburger, but you have hot dog buns.
So you make ham dogs?
Yeah, you make them shaped like it, and they do look like poop.
Poop and buns.
But, it's like the perfect, honestly, it's the perfect way to eat a hamburger. So you just take one bite all the way down. It's perfect.
Here's something that really gets to me. I don't know. Alice knows that there were these pizza bites that we got for free for a sponsorship or whatever. Yeah. And I cooked the pizza bites, and there was a hair in my pizza bite. I don't even know how that even happens. There was a hair in my pizza bite, and ever since I've not had these.
It was actually in your pizza bite.
It was actually.
It wasn't your actual hair.
My pizza bite. No, it was in the goo of the cheese.
That's
and
not
the
really
mixture.
A shining endorsement for the free product.
That is, I will be done forever if I pull a hair out. It's the cringiest thing.
It's bad.
I won't finish my meal. It's really hard for me to finish.
It's different. Here,
cat food.
Yeah, it's different hair. Sometimes I'll get a hair, Camdyn or my hair or whatever hair. Mm-hmm. Or a cat hair. But if you're at a restaurant and you get a hair, it's different. I know my hair is clean. I wash it every day. But
Instant gag reflex. I just can't do it.
I agree. If you get that in your food at a restaurant, you're not sending it back, but you're just not eating the rest of it. You're just done.
Yeah.
You're going to get something else on the way home.
It literally makes me lose my appetite.
Yeah. Well, I agree.
Hair in the food is no good.
Okay, I have a pretty good one here. Let me get it up. This is a story from Diane. Okay. This is one time our brother-in-law, Anthony, was barbecuing on the gas grill, but he had to go pick up one of the kids. So he left, and he told her to watch it and had the lid closed. But he never told her how to work the grill. So we never had gas grills growing up. Never. We've never once used gas. We were always charcoal people or whatever else. So we never used gas.
It's the way to go.
We're not Hank Hill, propane. He had the lid down while he was gone, and fire started coming out of the thing. She was freaking out calling him, and it was just her with a baby at home. And she's going to try to turn it off, but she didn't know how to work it, so she accidentally turned it up full blast, and then there was a huge fire. She ran inside, and you could see it from the house, but it was away from the house, and she watched it calling him over and over again to try to figure out what happened. They were hiding on the floor of the house in case it exploded. And baby Serena kept saying, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He then came back and turned off the grill like it was not a big deal at all.
God.
I can see him. He would just walk and be like, why are you freaking out?
But was the food still good?
I bet it was charcoal,
Or
little
just starting?
briquettes. I bet it was terrible at that
Oh
point.
my
There's
God.
no way it was good after being flame broiled for like 30 minutes. That sounds terrifying.
That's no good. That's no good, man.
This is our brother-in-law is a health inspector and inspects restaurants. I'm sure he would have really good stories. We might have to get some actual stories of his to tell on one of these.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Worst Cooks in America. This is like, what is the one show where
Hell's
they go?
Kitchen?
Not Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Restaurant.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
Kitchen Nightmares
wanna
where they go
see-
and look.
I'm sure he's seen some crazy
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
I'm sure he has. I got to get the...
yeah.
I kind of laughed at this
Stories.
because I can see this happening. Andy Bass says, having the
Andy.
ketchup bottle at Denny's get everywhere. Can you imagine you're just like, you're putting the glass ketchup
Oh,
bottle and
no.
you're shaking it on your burger. It's like, bah, hits the lady next to you, the wall.
Oh, my gosh.
I've seen
Freaking
that happen.
Dexter.
I've never done it, but I've seen it happen. And I'm just like, man.
What was the trick? Okay, so you don't see those glass ones very often, but did you always put the knife in to try to get it going?
No, someone told me that, but I would just tap the bottom.
Okay, so no, it's not supposed to tap the bottom. So you're supposed to put it at like a 45-degree angle, and you're supposed to, with the side of your hand, tap the 57. That's what they say. You're supposed to tap where it's the 57,
This Heinz
and then
57.
and then it should come out.
Not ketchup.
Well, that's the Heinz. It says 57, right?
Oh, it says it on the ketchup too?
I think so.
Oh.
And then it comes out. That's what supposedly it is. But I was always a knifer
I would just go,
to try to get it flowing.
and then it was all over my fries.
Yeah, it did the
And I'm like, all right.
everywhere.
Yeah. Is that
Camden's like, see?
Don't use ketchup.
Camden's like, here's another thing. Ketchup.
Just don't use ketchup.
Yeah.
You won't have any problem.
She's hi, buddy. She's
Always-
anti-ketchup.
She's always avoided this.
It's
get
so
it.
mid.
Both my mom and my sister mentioned this one. That one time our grandpa found an actual bolt inside their Chinese food.
a bolt.
Yeah, like a piece of machinery or something fell on top. Something fell in there as they're cooking. Could you imagine chomping down on a bolt?
I don't know. I'm kind of like a tongue ring.
Roughage.
I've done it.
Yeah. Back to the tongue ring story. If you want to hear the tongue ring stories, they're a few
Ask Wayne
episodes
why
back.
his teeth are chipped.
Yeah, chewing on it.
There was one time I went to Sbarro. Remember that gross pizza place at the mall,
Oh,
Sbarro?
so
And
gross.
I swear it tasted just like dish soap.
I believe it.
Took a big bite out of it.
I've
and it
had
was like, oh, like
certain
they-
things taste like that. Like even at like the soda dispensers, like they haven't cleaned all the cleaner out before, and you have like a bit of a soapy taste.
So
That
gross.
could be bad for you.
So gross. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good to eat soap.
This one is a little bit relatable. My sister goes, I remember going to a friend's house in 5th grade, and the mom had made meatballs wrapped in cabbage, and I forced myself to eat it because I thought it was gross. And now I'm like, wow, that sounds like such a good meal.
That sounds
It
really.
does sound good, but as a kid, you're like, cabbage?
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts? These are terrible.
Stuff gets better
can't
as you
relate.
get
Camden
older.
cannot relate. Camden eats anything. She eats vegetables. She eats it all.
I
and
did
she
when I was
loves
younger,
it.
too,
Yeah,
right?
she's always
I
had.
always love broccoli.
Except for
I was
ketchup.
Yeah, except for ketchup. But she let us put ketchup on her burgers when she was a little kid, and she didn't complain. So
I'm not complaining about ketchup in burgers. I'm just saying, like, if that's your go-to condiment, that's just gross.
Camden's calling everyone who likes ketchup basic.
I don't know how you do French fries without ketchup. That's just weird.
No, I can do French fries with ranch. I do French fries with ranch or French
No.
fries with ranch
No.
and ketchup mixed together.
No, mayonnaise.
Just mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And she thinks ketchup's basic.
But
Mayonnaise
mayonnaise
is
and
literally
ketchup
the
mixed
definition.
together.
I
They
never
call
said-
people who are
no,
basic
no,
mayonnaise.
No. I'm not saying basic. I'm saying gross.
No, gross. It's not basic, just gross.
I don't care.
What,
I'm not
mayonnaise
gonna
is gross?
gatekeep it. Okay.
I will gatekeep
I'm just
everything.
saying it's gross.
I will gatekeep it all.
Just openly. I
Belly,
will
gatekeep, belly
gatekeeping.
button gatekeeping.
I just read an article that says the ranch at restaurants always tastes better. Have you realized that? Ranch at restaurants is so damn good compared
It
to
really
ranch
is.
at home.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
It's so good.
because we're buying the
They
wrong
do
brand,
something
babe.
to it.
We're buying the cheap brand. No offense to Hidden Valley. We always buy it. We've literally bought Hidden Valley forever, but it's not going to be as good as like the Lighthouse.
And salsa at Mexican
Oh,
restaurants.
no. Yeah, we've never found it.
I have never been able to find anything that replicates anything close to the Mexican restaurant
And
salsa.
we're here in Vegas. We've been looking for. We've tried lots. We've never found the perfect Mexican restaurant with the perfect chips and the perfect salsa.
Yeah, that's hard
Like
to do.
my sister, if we visit my sister in Boston, they found the perfect one.
Amazing.
And back where I grew up, we had the best.
Amazing.
It was so good. And we still haven't been able to find one here.
No.
And you'd think we'd be able to, but no, we haven't found the perfect chips and the perfect salsa.
But even the bad ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a thin salsa. It's not thick. You know what I mean?
You can buy that one.
I don't get
It's
it.
not the same.
You don't get it?
I just eat.
Cam just eats.
I don't get
Cam
it.
really doesn't
chips
complain
and
much.
salsa is chips and salsa.
Nah, there's better or not better salsas.
I like the sweet ones.
Cam like mango.
Baby.
Mango salsa. Baby.
Went to visit friends in Florida. That was your first mistake. They made eggplant parmesan.
Okay.
Son and I ate it and blah.
Oh no,
Vomited.
they must
So
have
they
had
got food poisoned, I guess.
They must
from
have had
eggplant.
like cross contamination. Or if you don't wash your vegetables, or
An alligator
especially things
got
that
in
grow
it.
on the ground. I think eggplant grows on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So
I
like
got
melons
that.
and eggplants and big
You're
things
asking
like
me?
that. You have to really wash the outside really well, because
Florida
if they have fertilizer,
contamination.
if they're fertilized with like animal poop, which isn't a lot of fertilizer, then you'll get sick. So that's why, like, if you get a cantaloupe, you really wash the outside of the cantaloupe really well before cutting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can get sick. That's what they did. They poisoned them all. How miserable!
Because it was Florida.
Because it was Florida.
Food poisoning is okay. This is another one. I was in San Francisco at a convention, and I was hungry. I had a convention center biscuit, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, right?
Yeah.
And I spent the entire day puking my guts out. It was bad.
It can ruin
Food poisoned,
it, and that cost
so
you
bad.
probably $500 easy.
And it was
cost
one
you
of the best shows we've ever done.
Yeah, it cost
was
you
the
tons of
PlayStation
money.
show.
It cost you tons of
It
money
cost me so much money
because you got sick and because you only got paid if you
I
worked.
couldn't do my I couldn't do my
So
job.
what was it that you ate? You said
I was puking in freaking garbage bags while they were driving,
no.
so they knew it was real.
What was it that you had? Do you remember?
It was a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Oh,
from a convention.
So that was not
Deli,
worth it. I bet it was not worth it.
And it was not worth it, exactly. And people were going to good restaurants for lunch, and I was like, stop it. Like later on.
Okay, here are my dad's
Bad.
things. My dad is not a picky food person, but he says the worst things that he was served were raw oysters and oysters.
Oysters.
Oysters?
Oysters?
I don't
Oysters.
think there's a wrong way to say oysters. Oysters.
I don't know. He ate them. He thought they tasted bad, so he only had the first one. He stopped after the first one. Everyone else kept eating them and got sick. You do not eat oysters.
He was smart.
Yes, he was.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, oysters are gross to me.
I agree.
I don't understand the appeal of oysters.
Aphrodisiac.
But there's also all these things I read about with people eating oysters and getting killed by these damn brain-eating amoebas.
You know.
Which is like, well, that doesn't make me
Well,
want to
you'd
eat
be
oysters
safe.
anymore.
There's the zombie joke again. We always do the brain zombie joke.
I swear to God, lady.
No, we're not eating oysters.
God damn it, can we get through one episode?
No, we can't.
They'll be like, oh, nope, never mind. Go to the next person.
Yep. No, and then also this mutton, which I'm not like a sheep person, lamb person.
Our cat's going to probably knock over the catnip plant and or eat it. Can you go grab it?
Wayne got a catnip plant, and Norman is now on the table thinking, yum, lunchtime.
He's like, I'm either going to eat this or I'm going to knock it over and spill it. You can just grab the plant.
Just grab the plant and bring it over here so we can keep an eye on it.
There you go.
Mutton. Are you a lamb person? Mutton's lamb, correct?
I like lamb.
You do?
Like
I only had
gyro?
it once in London.
I went to that Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
first
yeah,
time
where
that
they
I've
cut
ever
it
had,
off
like,
a
lamb
knife.
chops.
They cut it off a knife?
Freaking delicious.
Ah.
Yeah, go to the Brazilian steakhouse. I don't know what it's called, but they give you all kinds of meat, but they have lamb chops and the rack of lamb and all that. Plus, I've had a lot of places where we go to the Greek restaurant. Lamb is good.
The other two things he was served that were terrible were raw whale and octopus. Raw whale and raw octopus, I think.
I don't know why you would order those two things in the first place.
I think he's in another country, which they probably thought this is like a really good thing to eat in
raw
SoCal.
whale?
Yeah.
I just can't.
Nah.
Eh.
Nah.
I mean, it's big fish.
I'll eat my vegetables raw, and that's about it. And even then, I'm usually not a raw person.
And what was it? Octopus?
Yeah.
Okay, octopus, you might as well just cut off a little piece of our tire.
Yeah, it's like rubber band,
Throw
right?
some hot sauce on it and start chewing it.
Is there someone whose favorite food is octopus? Like, has anyone ever said their favorite food is octopus?
Well, my stepmom, who's from Korea, loves it.
You think it's her favorite food?
I don't know if it's her favorite food, but she ordered it all the time.
Chicken strips, octopus. This is why I still don't get people who say sushi, but like, what?
Like, I like squid.
Okay.
I like calamari, which is a little bit better because it's fried. But also just like squid by itself is okay. Octopus is like 10 times tougher than squid. And squid is already, if you ever had squid, Cam, tough as hell. So imagine octopus.
You had the little octopuses in the hot pot, remember? You had octopus in the hot pot.
Those were different though because they were tiny.
So did you boil it to death so it was at least not as...
They weren't, they were boiled in the hot pot.
They were tiny too.
And then small octopi.
Really tiny.
If you can do that and make it, I mean, it's like steak. If you cook it properly.
It's not like steak.
I can't eat the steak. People be eating that medium, I'm sorry, well done.
No one's eating no one's eating well done.
It is like shoe leather.
Yeah, well done steak is too done.
It has to be bloody.
Rare.
I mean, I'm not a rare. I'm a medium.
Medium rare.
I like a medium.
Bloody?
I want my steak
medium
to go
rare. Camden can do medium rare.
Is that bloody?
Yeah, that's got some
moo in my mouth.
Anyways, nah, I'm not eating raw fish.
You stay away from seafood anyway, so you're kind of safe in this whole seafood thing.
Canned tuna, and I'll eat salmon.
It's really easy to get sick eating sushi.
Yeah.
If you go to like one of those hole-in-the-wall sushi places, all you can eat for $10.
Don't
do that.
They've had it made for way too long, and it's sitting out or whatever.
Yeah. Some lady just got hospitalized the other day I was reading about because she had 32 rolls. And people in the comments... are like, well, that's what you get, 32 rolls, fat ass. You know, like, 32 rolls is not that much when it comes to sushi.
No, but is it like...
I think I've eaten 32 rolls at the Aladdin, at that one place.
Well, it's like, you figure you can eat, like, one small portion of bad fish. Like, if you eat a very small bit of bad fish, it's not going to do anything to you. But if you eat 32 small portions of bad fish, then you get sick. But it's all you can eat. You should be able to eat... 32 things of sushi is probably not even 1,000 calories.
And this person commented, I don't understand like why you would even do that. I go to all you can eat places and I order one thing. It's like, what the hell's the point of going to all you can eat places?
Yes, you are not getting your money's worth, dude.
It's pointless.
All you can eat is literally like you don't eat the day before and then you go and you eat like 8 plates.
All you can eat were the
I'm
best.
Literally like, you're not eating anything else that day.
Minus Golden Corral. All you can eat was the
And
best.
you shouldn't feel like eating the next day either if you've done it correctly.
I'm just saying 32 rolls is not that much.
No.
I could eat 12. Like, we probably had 32 rolls that time we did Daddy-Daughter Day.
Yeah.
At Osaka. That was 32 rolls for sure, and we finished it.
Yeah.
And we were fine because that's a very high-end restaurant. But just don't like sushi and crab legs when you were like 3-4 years old. Let's talk about that experience.
Camden did that. Yeah, we went to a buffet here that had crab legs, and Camden loved crab legs. And she was only 3, but she loved crab legs. And Wayne just kept getting her crab meat out of there and putting on a plate. So Wayne was opening all these crab legs and making a plate. And I wasn't keeping an eye. I don't like crab. But Cam must have just kept eating off this plate. Just tons and tons of crab, but dipped in also tons of butter. And she probably ate like a pound of crab meat, which is a humongous amount of crab meat for a 3-year-old.
I like crab.
And she got very sick.
You were the exorcist that night.
Yeah, she was. It was so sad because she was already tiny, and then she threw up a whole bunch. And
I don't remember. No? I remember how good that crab was.
She remembered. That's good.
Oh my god!
You remember the good part.
I remember Dad peeling that off and being.
Yeah, Dad just kept getting it out, and you just kept taking it. You
probably
didn't even realize how much. It was worth it.
We ate the same amount of crab, all right?
Yeah. Camden was 30 pounds or 25 pounds.
Not my fault.
And you were 180 pounds. That's funny.
I was 140 pounds.
You were not 140 pounds back then.
I was
160 maybe.
Maybe 160, yeah.
Maybe
not
160.
180. I'm 180 now, like 185.
Okay.
Must have been worth it if I don't remember the puking and remember the
Then it's worth it, Cam. Then it's worth it. You block the other stuff out. Most of the foods that have made me puke, I do not eat again because I remember.
I was going to say, the point is, like, usually when you eat something and it makes you go puke for crazy, you're like, I'm never eating that again. It's like, oh, come on, never drinking that again, right?
Yeah.
But you still like crab legs and you still eat them.
I love crab.
I'd
do it again.
I had a poke bowl in San Francisco that killed me. We went to a poke restaurant with my friend, and I had a poke bowl, and it was delicious. I said, just make it however, because I never know what to order at the poke bowl place, so I'm just like, make it however you think is going to be the best way. And so that is
Wayne's one of those annoying people.
It's good though. And I swear that whole night I was like, puking my guts out. San Francisco is a bad place.
I was going to say, Wayne likes to be like, well, why don't you suggest something that you think I might like? And then he orders like whatever. What were those kinds? Soba noodle, blah, 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 squid ink, something.
Okay, that
and
was
then
weird.
Takes one bite of it and is like, well, that was the worst $20 I ever spent.
So then you ask the server, why the hell did you suggest that?
Because everyone else likes
Squid ink noodles?
I don't know what it was, but you didn't like it.
I always wanted to try that.
It's not good.
Wayne was hungry the rest of the night.
I'll make you some pen ink ramen later.
Here's my dad's worst kitchen disaster.
Pen ink! Like when my daughter wanted to try squid ink ramen, so I took some pens.
Have you ever seen those people that chew on the pens until like they literally break open? Like, why do people do that?
Ernest goes to jail.
He
got it all over his face, and Court is like,
Gabe did that.
Gabe!
Remember? I showed you those pictures, and he was like, help.
He had
it's
a
the
mask.
middle of lunch, and I have a mask on, thank God.
Oh, good thing.
And then he took the mask on, and he just looked like he bit into an octopus.
Why?
His
Why
mouth
people?
is fully black.
Do you know how dirty pens are?
Ink dripping down his...
Pens are not sanitary. I don't care how clean your hands are. You set a pen on a desk. You set a pen in a bag. You hold a pen. They're not sanitary. Don't put them in your mouth.
It's weird the things that I used to do back in the day. I would not even think about it twice about putting a pen in my mouth, even from the bank. Like, I don't know, whatever.
Ew.
And nowadays, like, I don't even want to chew rip the plastic with my teeth. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
no.
everything is. I'm like a germaphobe all of a sudden because
I've always been, but yeah, I've always been I'm washing my hands 100 times a day.
I mean, like, it just.
Okay, so back to the story. Yeah. This is literally a murder of a whole entire microwave. I'm surprised you didn't do this. But my dad burned popcorn in the microwave, and it was so bad they had to throw out the microwave because the smell stayed in there. And it stained the whole inside of it yellow. Like it was burning inside of there.
How long did he microwave?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. Have you ever burnt popcorn, though? That smell.
Horrible.
It's terrible.
I've never
My roommate did it in the hotel once.
And
we had to leave the hotel.
The hotel. They might have charged you for that.
Oh, whatever. I don't care. I didn't get charged for it, but the hotel rooms were small, right? And he made popcorn and he let it into and it's burnt popcorn smell the whole freaking day.
It would smell. It would stay in that room probably. They probably had to throw out that microwave.
And somebody did it once at the breakfast hall, where you were allowed to use the microwave. And the whole entire lobby smelled, and people were like doing this, like fanning the smoke out, and I think they might have.
They need to outlaw making popcorn in hotels. Sorry, needs to be like no smoking, no making microwave popcorn. Needs to be right on the door.
It's bad. I don't think I'll ever overcook popcorn because I'm so like scared of doing that.
I know that popcorn button is evil.
No, no popcorn button.
No one. Why is that popcorn button there? It's like to tempt you. It's like the big freaking red button.
Yeah, 3 minutes. And
no one puts that popcorn.
Button.
Do not use the popcorn button. That's literally what it says on the back of the popcorn. It's like, do not push that popcorn button.
No, what is that? Who invented
Camdyn
the popcorn
asked the same thing. We made popcorn. She goes, "What's this popcorn button?" And we're like, "No, you don't push the popcorn button. You put the minutes on,
so confused.
And you wait for you listen to the popcorn. The popcorn will
tell
you. The popcorn will tell you when it's done.
What does the popcorn button do?
The popcorn button is just a button to fill in a space on the microwave. They needed another button to fill in the space. They did. Otherwise, it would be uneven. That's why the popcorn button
could have
is
been
there.
anything else in the world,
I know, this is a thing, because one microwave company started it. They put the popcorn button on there. Then every other microwave company said, okay, we got to fill the space with another popcorn button.
Do we have a popcorn button on our microwave?
Yes.
I have never, ever had a good popcorn from a popcorn button.
Exactly. You don't know one. It says,
like,
no, don't use the popcorn button. It says it on microwave popcorn bags. Don't push the
know how you burn popcorn. I do 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Well, because now you only have half done popcorn.
And you do
if you do 1 minute and 30 seconds, your popcorn is not all done.
No, No, you do 3 minutes. You can do 10 minutes. It doesn't matter. You do a certain amount of time over 3 minutes. And you
stay there.
And you just wait until they're not popping within 2 seconds.
Yeah, you count like 1,000. If then you stop it.
You don't hear any popping. After like 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, like she said, then you let it out.
Yeah, you do not want burnt. But 1 minute and 30 seconds will give you like 10 pieces of popcorn.
That's not gonna. You're missing.
No,
half
I
the bag.
mean 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, well
that's why your bag is full of seeds.
That might be closer.
What?
Kernels. Camden gets the kernels.
Because Cam grabs like half the bag, she goes to her room, she leaves me the other half of the bag, and it's like all seeds. And I'm like, all right, cool.
It was strategy.
The popcorn button. It's evil.
I'll tell you what, though, I've had some pretty bad experiences with Jiffy Pop. That's the one that you're supposed to stick on the fire.
Oven, yeah.
You
tried to do that camping.
You remember that camping? That didn't turn out well. It just caught on fire.
It did just catch on fire.
And then you're supposed to, like, that's what she's cooking on Scream.
Oh.
Drew Barrymore at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
It fills up, and it's like, it's not the same, man.
Okay, so you know how we grew up on a farm? We grew up on a ranch with cattle. So we always had a giant, you know how we have a freezer, but we had a giant freezer. It was like one of the big freezers. This is my mom's disaster. The power went out while we were on vacation, and all the meat thawed out in the freezer and went bad. And so then it like literally that freezer was ruined. They had to like throw out that whole freezer. And all that meat, like it was so much meat, so much good meat and steak and everything.
So all the meat gone.
All the meat gone, freezer nasty.
The
smell when we came back from vacation, terrible.
No.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
This is why I can never own fish again. I love the idea of owning fish, but having fish when I was growing up and just dying.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that's just the worst smell. Dead fish.
Yeah.
Dead, bad fish tank.
And here's another one. Her mom would have garden fresh broccoli, so broccoli from the garden, and then they'd be like tiny little worms in it. So when she boiled it, the little worms just floated to the top, and she just served the rest of the broccoli. This is what growing up in like the 50s or whatever. You had to use what you had to use.
Yeah.
So you weren't going to get rid of your broccoli.
Oh my God. No, thank you.
And one time when she worked at Dairy Queen, this would have been in the 70s. One time there were so many gnats inside their Dairy Queen that they got in people's shakes and food, so they had to close the whole store down because of the gnats. Wayne would have just opened his mouth like Kirby and sucked them all in.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I just eat the gnats.
Yeah, seriously.
Protein.
Protein. Do you guys have any more?
I do not.
Oh, here's another Dairy Queen story. The thermostat inside their Dairy Queen said 105, and so their ice cream wouldn't stay cold. Could you imagine not having air conditioning in a Dairy Queen? What a disaster.
That's not good.
Oh my God.
Except here in Vegas, they don't turn the blizzards over either.
Down,
like, you know how they're saying you're supposed to be able to ask for them to turn the blizzards over and they're supposed to stay? Mm-hmm. It'd be miserable. It'd be so cruel to do that to a worker in Vegas because they can, in summer.
If you did that, they'd be like,
yeah, you'd be like, turn it over. You have to make it for me until you get one that stays.
They'd be like,
yeah, it just dump all over the counter. I've seen people do it where they're in the car or whatever, and they do it with their thing, and it just falls on them. Dairy Queen. Wayne, we need you some good stories. You'd be like, I made my wife something, and I had she got a condom inside my burger.
You want that story, there's going to be remarriage.
Remarriage?
A new marriage in your life.
Wait, well, because you're not going to do anything? Not going to cook me a meal?
What?
Cooking and good story don't go in the same. I've tried.
I'm saying a good bad story. A good bad story.
Oh, okay. Well, let's figure out. I need to make something big then. I need to make chicken cordon bleu.
I have an issue with it though.
That's
the reason you don't have a good story is because I'm a control freak.
Yeah.
And I'm also a bit frugal when it comes to food. I really hate wasting food.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to go and make chicken cordon bleu, and I've bought, all the ingredients and nice chicken breasts and Swiss cheese and ham and all the things. And then you ruin it, and we're out all the ingredients.
Lock the door and leave me alone for 5 hours and just hope for the best.
I guess so.
If not, Mrs. Doubtfire.
I was just going to say.
And be like, hey, I made this.
You definitely do the Mrs. Doubtfire thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would 100% do that. Look what I made.
We have to start teaching Camdyn so she's not in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even know,
Camdyn
totally
is
why
lucky
not
that
to use
they
the
have
popcorn
all
button.
these things that you can do, like the things where they bring the meal to you and you can cook it.
Yes, that would be a good start for someone who wants to learn how to cook. Those we're not sponsored. We need to be sponsored by
So all
those.
the ingredients are
Everyone
there.
and their mom is sponsored by these food delivery places.
What's it called?
I mean, there's HelloFresh, there's
HelloFresh.
Blue Apron, there's Green Chef.
So all the ingredients are there and measured to the
Yeah.
T. All you do is freaking cook them. That'd be a
Yes.
good way to try to see.
I mean,
if
you
can
have to
make-
cut stuff, I think, and you have
Lasagna
to
or whatever.
do stuff like that. But yeah, you follow the little recipe on a card, and you make the food.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Wayne sponsored by one of these
Maybe
things.
one day Camdyn can get sponsored. She's got a very good engagement
Yeah.
rate.
Really?
Well, we haven't looked in a while. Camden doesn't post much. Cam might post something soon.
Yeah.
Any final words about the cooking? Do you guys have any other good stories that people sent in? Did we just zoom past it and talk way too much about belly buttons? Don't mention it. Sorry, I mentioned it for the
You
people
just
who are
said don't mention
triggered.
belly buttons.
I know, and I just triggered people by mentioning it. I'm sorry.
Be safe out there in the kitchen. You know.
Yeah, be safe out there.
If all else fails,
And we
there's
once
fast
again apologize if anyone believed the April Fool's joke. I'm sorry.
food. Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
I do. I don't.
The
like
whole point of
misleading
April
people.
Fool's. April Fool's.
I wanted to, because I always thought April Fool's is, it's good when you do an April Fool's joke that you get a gut reaction, like an initial
It's not like
you
a
know, and then you're
meme.
instantly go, oh no way, that's not true.
Like the lottery ticket. That's a mean
Oh,
ass
that's
joke.
evil.
I'm pregnant.
That would be
That's a mean
divorce.
ass
Both
joke.
those are terrible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is fine. This is just a nice little joke. You know, we try to keep it light. Oh, she got a
What if
haircut.
someone what if they paid someone to actually be an actor and then they showed up at your door and had like official looking divorce papers? How mean would that be?
Oh, that's not April Fool's. That's celebration.
No, what if you did that? No, this is a good joke. You actually organize. This is not like they're not seeing it coming, but you organize them to get delivered divorce papers on April Fool's Day, so they think it's a joke, and then you're actually like, nah, it wasn't a joke. The next day, you're like, wasn't a joke, lady. Getting rid of you.
It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, that's
Or
mean.
even
Yeah,
better,
you would've made it
what
real.
if the person is like, haha, I'm gonna prank my wife, divorcing her, and then she's like, oh my god, I've been waiting for I'm so glad we feel the same way.
Yeah,
I've been
then she
waiting to
whips
get
out
this
her
one."
own divorce papers, and she's like, hey, look, twins.
Something that could be so amazing and life changing, like divorce, should not be something to joke with.
That's right.
You don't want to get somebody's hopes up so much
That's right.
to where they.
It's like winning the lottery.
That's messed
ticket.
up, man.
That is messed
Yeah,
up.
that
Sorry,
is.
babe. I joke about it way too much. It's terrible. That's terrible. Anyways, I hope everyone is having great April and good spring, and I hope these allergies aren't killing you too bad like they are kind of here. We've had wind and it's been miserable.
Yep.
And if you get roofers, if you're getting your roof done, leave the house. Don't torture yourself. Take your animals and go.
Yeah, we should have went to Eddie World.
We should have done something. I wish I could have had a hearing aid to take out. I'll tell you that much.
Little mini vacay. If you knew exactly the dates it was going to happen, a little mini vacay.
Thanks for hanging out with us again on Famous-ish.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to us ramble. Thanks for the craziness.
And we should be on schedule from now on.
We should be on schedule
Things
from
are
now
getting
on.
back in our brain, and like things are
In our brain, our one singular brain, considering only one of us here has one that counts. What? No, I'm just kidding. Camdyn also. Half.
Okay.
You got my full plus his none equal half.
Oh, that talk about food
Oh,
made me hungry.
half
I don't
a
know
brain.
about y'all.
All right. Always, guys. We have to apologize, too, for always making everyone hungry.
Even bad food stories made me hungry.
Some oysters.
Other than oysters and belly buttons.
Belly button lint. What if you found belly button lint in your food? Ew, gross.
No good.
Just smelled his belly button.
Don't smell your
Okay,
belly button.
guys. Thanks for listening.
Take it from me. See ya.
Bye.